Okay, yeah, so this is the best Spiritual Beast deck profile. I just made it today, and the deck thing came out today, the whole pack, so... The deck thing, yes, the deck thing. Well, that's how I do things, man. I just kind of roll. But here's basically the list. I play 3 Win. Her effect is she special summons a Spirit Beast, any of them, even including the Tamers, from the Banish pile. So I played 3. Oh shit, my bad. Then I also play 3 Laura. She special summons Spirit Beast from and then I also play 3 of the Elder. I don't know if you know how the deck actually runs, but the deck basically is a fusion deck and it requires Tamers. And not all the Tamers have the best effects necessarily, but you basically need them to create the fusions. But I'll explain that later. Now for the Beast part, I run 3 Rampenta, or Rampengu. I think they changed his name to Rampengu. His effect is you can mill one, a Spirit Beast with the equal type of the fusion and banish a fusion. So he allows you to kind of thin out your deck as well as create plays for future things. Then I play 2 of the Dolphin. The Dolphin is a compulse on your opponent's side of the field, any card they control, by banishing a Spirit Beast from your hand. 2 Lion, he's your beat stick, and he can banish to make all your Spirit Beasts stronger for the rest of the turn. So he's actually really good. He beefs them up by 500 during the player's turn. This is your best Spirit Beast, the Canahawk. He is a gold Sark for any Spirit Beast card, and he also allows you to set up plays, which once again I'll show you later some of the plays. I play 1 Tempest. The deck likes things being banished, so Tempest allows you to banish things from your grave, as well as put a beat stick on the field. He's at 24, and he's a dragon. Yeah, I don't play this. Nekloth, that's a shit deck. 2 of this card, Ritual Beast Ambush. It actually came in the last set, and I picked up... Some people play 3, but it's basically the Bouge incarnation from the deck. It special summons a Tamer and a Beast from your grave or Banish pile. So the only downside to it is you can only special summon a Ritual Beast for the rest of the turn, but since it's a trap, you can in-phase it and basically make really big plays the next turn and potentially OTK them. Warning,
it triggers if the monster on the field.
I play 3 of the trap. This trap is unstoppable. This is the only reason the deck is any good. Basically, you can search for it. It is a non-targeting needle seal. For every Ritual Beast you control, monster you control, you can blow up monsters on their side of the field, face up or face down. And the way this deck works is it kind of floods the field, and you can set up the chain links and stuff with the fusions and blow up their whole field. Then I play another Torrential. 1 Mirror Force, because why not? Mirror Force is too good. Compulse, Bottomless, Macro. This deck likes being banished, so Macro actually helps the deck. So if you open Macro, it basically kills most of the meta as well as helps this deck. So it's too good in the main deck. Snatch Steal, too good. Book of Moon. With this deck, you can actually fuse face down. These are like Glad Beasts. You can contact, fuse them off. So if you book your stuff, you can resolve their effects through Skill Drain, Valor, and you can still potentially contact fuse and stuff like that. Gold Sark, once again, it's a Foolish for the deck. The deck likes things banished. Defissured, same as Macro. Foolish, this gets you to your Tempest as well as sets up Altair plays with that 1 girl, the one that specials from the grave. And then Raigeki, too good. E-Telly, it helps you set up your fusion plays, because if you have just a beast on the field, an E-Telly allows you to go back or straight into the extra deck. And then 3 MSDs, because you have no way of removing back row. And Vanities kills this deck, but that's the main deck. The extra deck, I play 3 of each fusion. This guy's a Star Eater. If he attacks, he's unaffected by the cards. Also, he can run away. He can go back to the extra deck to special summon the 2 materials that you used to make him from the Banish pile. And the way you make these guys is you use a Spirit Beast and you use one of the Tamers, which is like one of the girls or the old guy with any of the beasts. 3 of the Dolphin. The Dolphin is 2800 defense and can't be destroyed by card effects. This is your go-to at the end of the turn. She's too good. And honestly, you don't need 3. The only reason you run 3 is because the Rampengu, his effect banishes the fusions and mills the beasts. So you sometimes want extras just in case one of them gets warninged, and if you Rampengu one, you don't run out. And this one's the best one. He's your searcher. You can send 2 Ritual Beast cards from the Banish pile to the graveyard to search for any Ritual Beast card. So you can search for the trap, or you can search for play for the next turn, like a Altair or this. But other than that, in the extra deck, I play a few rank 4s and one rank 6. I play M7 because you can overlay the fusions are all 6s, so you can overlay for M7. M7 is just a good card. Cowboy, Castell, Ragna, Dweller. Dweller beats Burning Abyss. Ragna is just a good card. Castell is really good. Cowboy. This deck also plays Chidori. I don't have mine with me. And can play a few other rank 6s. I was thinking about playing Utopia Beyond as well as Exiton. Exiton's a good card too. But once again, this deck doesn't hit rank 4s too easily, so it's not the greatest. Yeah, there's some of the yeah, you can play Chidori's or Exiton. Preferably ulti Chidori's, but above the matter. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the combos of the deck, just because a lot of people don't understand actually what's going on when they play against this deck. This is your best open. It is the Canahawk and the Elder. And basically your Elder is a Evil Storm caster. It lets you normal summon again by condition. So it actually goes through Fiendish or Veiler. But basically you normal him and you normal a Canahawk. And the Canahawk is the Gold Sark. So with Canahawk you banish one of your beasts. Preferably a different one than Canahawk, like let's say you go Apelio. And from there, you can banish 2 to special summon Canahawk. And then Canahawk's effect allows you to put 2 in the grave to search. But he can also run away from things during each player's turn by bouncing out and special summoning 2. So what you do is you target one card that you want buried and one card that you're going to special summon. And then you chain his effect to bring back 2 other ones. So if you target, let's say you targeted initially Canahawk and Apelion to put in the graveyard to search, and then you special summon Elder and Canahawk, it'll send the line to the grave, and then you search for the trap for free. And it only sends one to the grave. And then you can use Canahawk's effect again to banish like Gold Sark off like a Altier, since you have one in the grave now. And that's Gold Sark, so it has 1 counter. And then banish 2, and you bring out the Dolphin that can't be destroyed by card effects and can run away during each player's turn. And from there, you basically, with 2 cards, set up a 28 wall that can turn into 2 cards. You have a Gold Sarked 1, and you have the trap that blows up their field. And honestly, that's your best open with this deck. Other than that, there's many other combos. You can do basically the same play with the Rampingu instead of Canahawk. Because he can, once again, he can banish 1, and if you have stuff banished, you can use the banished stuff to send to the graveyard and search.
In your testing against the top decks, or so-called top decks, Necros, Cliffords, Stellas, Shadalls, and that annoying one, you know, the one with the, based on Divine Comedy, you know, that shitty story.
Oh, yeah, that shitty BA.
Yeah.
Was it Burning Abyss? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, Fusion
what has been your Fusion Artifacts?
Artifacts?
Yeah, okay. What has been your hardest matchup, and what has been your best matchups?
So far, I think Clifford's should be the hardest matchup. I played him a few times, and I keep winning because this deck can OTK. If you have a 6 and this, during the end phase, you can set up a field and basically game the next turn. So Cliffords have a really big problem with OTKs. And your ability to blow up their field every turn through traps, through this guy right here, allows you to clean their field up. But the biggest problem with the deck is it only has 3 ways, other than the extra deck, it only has 3 ways to get rid of the scales. So Scout is going to resolve. I'm going to let them have the search. It's a race. If I don't open up good, they're going to probably win. Also Skill Drain and Vanities. Skill Drain didn't hurt too bad, but Vanities kills me. But other than that, Burning Abyss, I made Macro Defissure. If I draw them, I win. Also, I can stall. They can't really kill this without Virgil, and if they Virgil it, I'm just going to run away and special summon 2. And if I have the trap, I can blow up their field, which is, it's just not too terrible of a matchup. Necklace, banishing me doesn't hurt too bad. I also usually play with not too big of a hand. You're usually searching by banishing stuff and Gold Sarking it. So, once again, it's just not a terrible matchup. Teller Knights, your best way to beat them is literally just keep searching this and blowing up their field and never allowing them to commit to the field. If they open stun, you're going to have a bad day because, once again, this deck gets hurt by stun. Other than that, you said Shadalls. Shadalls, I haven't get to test play too much against them, but I can actually, they can't really abuse Shadal Fusion because my extra deck monsters can run away from Shadal Fusion, forcing them to use fusion materials from their hand. Also, Constrict. They have nothing that can kill this other than flipping a dragon, which once again I can run from. But other than that, I made Defissure macro. It kills everything. It hurts Cliffords and Necklace a little bit, not too bad, but I side heavily for them. So
if you can compare this deck to any other deck to search for a certain like player type who might like this kind of deck, who would you say?
Prophecy, definitely. This deck plays just like Prophecy. The way, if you've ever played Prophecy before, it's a management deck. The whole deck is based on managing your next 2 to 3 turns, and that's exactly how this deck plays. It's very slow paced, and it takes a while to kind of get used to, but once you kind of get rolling, you get to really like control and kind of like procedural things, kind of like you're going to go through the same 3 things. You're going to Secrets, Masters, you're going to do the Canahawk, and you're going to set up these plays, and you're going to try to predict several turns ahead, and that's exactly how the deck plays. And if you like Prophecy, you would definitely like this deck, assuming you like the idea of the little beasts and the girls and the Gusto stuff. But
all right, well, thanks for showing us this deck. Best of luck in your future tournament endeavors. Hope to see you at Nats.